Hello, my dear kids. The screen shows what's today's special, isn't it? Yes, Swami Vivekananda Jayanti and being celebrated as National Youth Day, that is every year of 12th January. Isn't it? There are many reasons behind why do we celebrate Swami Vivekananda Jayanti, where I'm going to share some of the points why do we celebrate. Before that, think of this. Look at this slide. The slide shows world is under one roof, isn't it? Of course, in current scenario, each and every people living in different corners are able to communicate with the different people immediately through technical developments, through technical supports, isn't it? But what about olden days? Of course, nothing was there in olden days. Then what happened? In 18th, 19th century, if you see, the sea routes started rising all over the world. And at that time, people felt that is a very good time to move to each and every places. That time they felt as a convenient period where each and every religion also started rising to different countries, different places. Can you guess what were the religions raised in 18th, 19th century? Christianism, yes. So Jewish, different Chinese, Hinduism, then Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, like each and every religion started arising in the centuries of 18th and 19th, right? Then what had happened? The American people felt then which religion to be followed and which religion is the best one can be followed all over the country of America. So they started to think which one to choose the best. So what was the immediate step they did is they arranged for a parliament in Chicago, right? The first parliament of world's religions held in Chicago in year is 1893, so in 18th century. So the people from all over, that is the heads of different religions from all over the world came to Chicago. Any guessing from India who went? Of course you are correct, Swami Vivekananda. Okay, so he reached Chicago in year of 1893 as a member of India to convey the message or to spread, to specialize the religion which is being followed in India in 18th century. Right? So what happened in that parliament? Actually, in that parliament, he was not being considered as a member at all. He has been given a last seat and of course the last chance to take part in that parliament to convey his messages, right? So before that, each and every religion members started giving their speciality about their religion. Do you know what Vivekananda did? He was quietly listening to each and every people what they did. Finally, the last chance came to him. Then what he did at that moment? Of course, you may know that at last the people will lose their energy. So to get the energy of each and every people of the parliament, almost they started to move around the place. That time he said, "My dear sisters and brothers." So these words from Swami Vivekananda attracted the attention of each and every people gathered in the meet. They started listening to him and they started to sit in their place. The place was almost very silent and calm. Then he started his words. The words of Swami Vivekananda at that meet was almost each and every religion member started to say about their religion, isn't it? But Swami Vivekananda didn't say about any religion in specific. Of course, he belongs to Hinduism. He started to say about the Indian culture and the people of India and how do we follow the religion in India. So that got the inspiration of all the people gathered in that parliament. Right? Then what happened? The sentence which was given by Swami Vivekananda, or the points which he gave at that time, was with a small example. Like the running water. If you see, the people of different religion or the people of different country used to give different names. Maybe in English we call it as water. And in Hindi we call it as pani. And the Hindus people will call that as jal. Isn't it? But each and every people may name that different. But see, the starting place and of course the water ends at the ocean. So in ocean we cannot say where that water, or the water from Kaveri is where, or the water from Ganga is where. We cannot find out the water, or we cannot segregate the water of different sources in ocean, isn't it? Like that, different religions, see, the common thing, the common base for each and every religion is to follow with humanity, with some moral values. So religions may differ, but their disciplines and the methods or the culture which they follow in different religion will give the humanity as the strength in one. So he said, finally, religions may be different in India, but everyone feel the strength of being as an Indian and with a united thing. So this is the message he conveyed in the meeting of Chicago. So, and one more thing he conveyed is the Bharat Mata is giving the place for each and every people of different places. Almost India is becoming a shelter for different people from different countries. Yes, the refugees, whoever comes from different countries, we are the shelter for those people, right? So he conveyed that message where India is the shelter for everyone. And at the same time, he said one more valid, very, very valid point. The thing is, religion is not taught in India. Okay, so it is not being taught like this is religion. Then can you guess what he conveyed? The way of life is the religion. He said the message as the way of life is religion in India. So see feel how he expressed. Almost each and every people in that meet got goosebump with his words. Like religion is not taught, where the way of life is of course religion in India. So these points almost attracted the people of Americans. How he was before the meet, he was treated being as a beggar, but he has not been given any opportunities or chance, isn't it? But after, at the end of his speech, where he has been considered as the hero of the Chicago meet, where the American people started saluting him. And just look at the words of Vivekananda. Right? So the people of America started following the concepts or the words of Swami Vivekananda. And even as a tribute, the street of Chicago also been given as Swami Vivekananda Street. Right? And before that, before saying the message, why do we celebrate Swami Vivekananda Jayanti? Here is the message. Before being conveyed or before being treated him as the hero, previously the people of America used to feel like the Indian peoples are considered as the laborers and they will be considered only for work. Right? So the words of Swami Vivekananda made the people to attract. So even in the street of Chicago is being given the name as Vivekananda Street. Now I'm going to share the information like why Swami Vivekananda Jayanti or why this National Youth Day is. See, India, he used to give the more essence of India. Like India is the place of all culture and all religion. See, it shows the culture, different cultures, and at the same time, the humanity. All these things shows that the speciality of India. Isn't it? At the same time, Swami Vivekananda used to honor the women. Yes, the power of women. Right? So these things shows that how much he was felt very proud about being an Indian with all religions and what is the power of women. Right? And one more thing, you just think that India has very great immunity power even which we can find out through this COVID situation where it is getting spread, the second wave in England, where the messages are saying that we have great immune power compared to all other nations. So this shows that the speciality of Indian people, where each and everything which we are following, whether it might be the food habit and the religions, even the next thing is the culture, then comes the education, Nalanda University, the power of education of India, agriculture, and the field of astrology and research, even the yoga, isn't it? So all these things shows that how we have to feel very good and very proud of being an Indian, isn't it? So feel the energy, we feel the strength of being as an Indian. So these are the messages conveyed by Vivekananda. Feel the proud of being an Indian and never go towards westernization. Right? So these are the messages. Of course, we should not move towards Western culture. If we are like that, our diversity is our power and your difference is your strength. And why do we celebrate youth? Because Vivekananda, not only Vivekananda, each and every people used to think that youth are the people who is going to, lead our country in future. So that's why his birthday is being celebrated as the Youth Day. So being united as an Indian, let's share, let's be happy and let's celebrate Swami Vivekananda Jayanti on 12th January, of course today. Okay? And feel like you are the youth of India and be with the proud of being an Indian, being the youth of India. Get that feel and be united. Happy